This video we will see how to use ShotGrid. So basically ShotGrid is a production coordination software and you can put literally everything in it and modify as per your company requirements. So to use ShotGrid for production purpose, you just need to add project and you have to give it a name. Just as I have created a name and I'm choosing film VFX template. Let's create a project. So when you're using ShotGrid already gives a 30 days trial for its software, and it also has some extensions called uh, RV Player and ShotGrid Create. ShotGrid Create is for ShotGrid Desktop and ShotGrid Create is for artist, and ShotGrid Waveform is for literally everyone, admin, producers, production coordinators, for everyone. So now this is the basic interface of ShotGrid. You can see that everything is right here in front of your eyes. You can see the deadline here. You can see the sequences, shot status, asset status, final by department. So it means that you can also see that who is reviewing it, and if they are approving it, you can also check it on the basic interface. And you can see that the note section is here, and also the latest version is here, the versions of the asset. So to create this to create this project, we just need to create assets. We are going to assets, and we are going to create some asset by clicking on add asset. So give it a name, like just like if you're creating a character or a car or vehicle or anything like environment, you just have to give it a name, an asset name. Suppose I'm creating an environment, so I'm going to give it a name right here. So the name is Lake Place, and let's select the type. You have to select the type to let the software know that this is a environment or character or prop. Now we don't have any task template created right now. So we just have created this asset here, and we just need to upload a uh, template thumbnail here. As you're seeing that I just have as you can see that we just have uh, added a thumbnail here, and you can see that the basic interface of this asset window is very basic, and you have pipeline steps here, and you have more options and fields. From here you just have to click them just to add all those rows. We have task templates here just because we don't have any task template right now, that's why we cannot apply on task template right now. So after you create any asset, you just have to go to tasks to enrich that asset. Suppose we have created an environment, so for that we just have to go to task and give it a pipeline step, and I just clicked on task. Now let's add task by adding on add task. So let's give it a name. So what comes first? The art comes first, so I'm going to give it a name of art. Now let's link. We have a option called link, so we have to link this as a task with our asset. So we're going to give it a name. So our asset name was Lake Place, so just I have selected L it shows me the whole asset name. The pipeline step shall be art, and you can assign the pipeline or task to any artist from here, or you can do it on the other side. So it's assigned to artist one, and the reviewer shall be anyone. Start date shall be 14th of this month, and due date shall be 22nd. So let's create this task. Now you can see that the timeline is here, and you can select its dependency. Let's create another task. So for just to create your asset, we just need to go through a setup pipeline. What comes first is art, and then comes modeling. So we just have to link our asset with the task. As you can see that I'm selecting the pipeline step here, and it is assigned to artist one, and reviewer will be your following crew member. Start date shall be 21st to 28, and now let's create a task. As you have seen, as you can see that we just have created two of our tasks. Now let's move forward to another task. So now we have to create a rig task, and let's link it with our asset. It is the pipeline step shall be rig, and it is assigned to artist one once again. Reviewer will be Aditya. Start date and end date depends on your company requirements, so you can give it in a set the date as per your company. Now let's create a task here, and you can see that the timeline is very tiny. Now we'll select the dependencies after we create all these tasks. Let's create another one, and it shall be called texture. You can give it a short name just to recognize what type of task it is, and let's link it once again. And the pipeline step is texture. It is assigned to artist one. Reviewer shall be Aditya. Start date will be as per company requirement. Let's create a task. So while I create these dependencies of this task and the timeline, I just want to know about that what type of production works your company does, and how many artists are there actively working, and also like, are you guys hiring any freelancer artists or something? All right, so you guys are working with the freelancers. So this is a very handy tool for anyone, literally anyone in the pipeline. So you can literally review, and also like set versions, and also set start date, end date for your production. Now let's select the dependencies, because we just have created our whole task template. As you can see that all these are selected right now. Now let's click on them and go to dependencies. Now you have to just select that if it is you want finish to start, or start to start, or finish to finish. Normally we use start to finish, so it shows the arrows here, start to finish. As you can see that the duration is shown here, 16 days, 7 days, and the reviewer name is shown here, and also it's whom it is assigned to. You can also see that, and the pipeline step is here. Now what we have to do is we have to just click on this three dot, and we have to save our task template. Like, you have to give it a name, recognizable name, and after that you have to create the task template. Now, as we have already linked our asset with it, so the our asset is already linked with our task template. You can see, right? Yes. So now what we have to do is we have to go to sequence. And after we reach to sequence, we have to create a new sequence. Suppose the sequence name is Griffin, and the description is anything you want, and it's linked with the project Transformer Prime. Let's create our sequence now. And after we create our sequence, we just have to go to shots. We have to create new shot. We have to give it a name. Griffin runs.
Alright, this is pretty much basic of ShotGrid interface.